All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is Narwhal.
My name's Kyle.
And before we started recording, I told Kyle I have something to tell him that is probably going to upset him or make him sad.
I know, I'm scared.
And he was very nervous. He was asking a lot of questions before, but I told him I had to wait for the podcast to get his live reaction.
Okay, well, we're doing it.
So, if you guys listened to the last episode, Kyle talked about all the struggles he's been having with his car, right?
And did something happen in my car?
No. Well, no. Don't freak out. Listen. So you said when you were turning into my house that your blinker started getting weird.
Yeah.
So you think your blinker's about to go out.
Yeah.
When we were leaving work today, I was following behind Kyle, and he brakes, and only his right brake light comes on. Your left brake light is burnt out. And literally...
I wonder if that's why it's blinking, or is that and my blinker are going out? Because it's my left blinker.
I don't know, but I started laughing so hard in my car because I'm like, he's going to be so pissed because everything in your car is just, in the last 2 weeks, has just been horribly wrong. So I'm sorry, but...
At least that's an easy fix. At least it's not like
Kyle
someone
was
broke into
nervous.
my car again or something.
Yeah, Kyle was like, wait, is someone injured? Is someone hurt? I'm like, no, bro, take it easy.
It could have been worse.
Yeah.
But I'm having the worst luck right now. I can't catch a break.
Anyways, the other day signed up for DoorDash, all right? Because I want to make some money on the weekends because my job, you can only work Monday through Friday. And I was like, I spend a lot of money the last couple months and I'm trying to make some more money, right? So when I was delivering some orders, I came up with the most insane scheme to bamboozle any sort of food delivery service of all time.
What, just order the food yourself?
No. Listen. I'm going to walk you through it, but there's a lot of steps, but I need you to try and follow me.
Okay.
Because by the end...
I'm sure I'll find the flaw.
By the end, you're going to be mind blown.
Okay.
You're going to be like, why doesn't the whole world do this? Okay?
Well, I'm sure they've thought everything through, and I'm sure there's a way to...
All right, I think this is foolproof. Okay.
Say it.
So, any service you want. It could be DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub.
All right, let's say
whatever.
DoorDash.
Okay. So, let's say we're together with our friends. I have you order a ton of food, like $80 worth of food for all of our friends, whatever. So you sign up, you put in your credit card number, whatever. You order a bunch of food, and it's in order for Kyle. Mm. Then you have one of our friends, like me or someone else, go or be waiting outside the restaurant that you're ordering from.
Yeah, you pick it up.
Then you order it, and you give me your order number because it gives you your order number. So you text it to me and say my order number is whatever. I walk in and I say, hey, I have a DoorDash order to pick up for Kyle. They ask you, sometimes they don't, 95% of the time, I've done Uber Eats and DoorDash for a couple years in the past, and they don't ever ask you for anything. All they ask you for is the person's name you're picking up for. So I'll be like, oh yeah, I have a DoorDash order for Kyle. And they go, oh, here you go. You literally, that's it. Then you walk out. So there's that. Then could be some complications, which I'll get to in a minute. But if that works, then I would just bring it back. We'd get a bunch of food. Then you go into the app and you report that your order never showed up. Because the driver who actually, the real DoorDash driver who accepted it, they're going to go into the restaurant. And the restaurant's going to be like, well, someone just came and picked up that order for Kyle.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So okay.
I'm just a friend. I don't even work for DoorDash. I just go in there. You give me your order number. I pick it up. Then
illegal, but clever.
Yeah, super illegal. But there's two situations that could happen. One, I get back. We get $80 worth of food. You report that your food never got delivered, and they give you a refund. Because almost 90% of the time, these apps, they don't even bother trying to fight people on or dispute these claims. They just are like, all right, we'll give you a refund because we don't want to deal with it because it's $10 or whatever.
But this is $80 though.
Well, that's the thing. Or maybe the driver goes into the restaurant and is like, well, what the fuck? That person who just took this food clearly wasn't me. They didn't even work for DoorDash. Then the restaurant doesn't want to deal with the backlash. So they'll just say, okay, we'll just remake the order real quick. So either you get $80 worth of free food or you get double the food for $80.
Okay. Or here's what could happen. They say, wait, someone picked up my order, And then they say, yeah. And then they say, oh, we'll check the cameras.
They
and
don't
they
do
see,
that.
They see John.
No,
Well, but if
they don't do that.
if it's a big order like that though, they might.
I don't think they'd check the security
Well, they
cameras.
check the security cameras. They see John. They see his license plate. John's arrested.
I don't think
Serving
they
life.
go through shit like. I don't think they even take the time. Now my dad.
Well, we
was
could try
like-
it out.
My dad was like, I think that was pretty close to being foolproof, but he's like, what if like Teresa is the DoorDash lady that picks up the order, and then I'm John. So he's
Yeah.
like, what you? So then listen, came up with a backup plan. So then you have me and one of your girlfriends go up there.
Oh, just either
both.
one.
And then if it's like you tell us if it's a girl or a guy that accepted your order and you tell us their name.
But what if it's like, what if both my friends are white and it's like just a clearly like Asian name or something?
Hey, diversity, bro. It's 2019. So
Okay.
so if it's a girl, the girl goes in to pick it up.
Yeah.
Like the fake girl goes in to
Okay.
pick it up.
Well, problem.
Then when
I don't
the
have any girlfriends.
then when the real girl gets there, the guy that's there sabotages her. So he like tackles her. Or
Okay,
like goes
well,
and like spills coffee and like flirts with her.
Spills
Well, no,
coffee and
those
then
are-
flirts.
No, those are separate scenarios.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think you can spill your coffee and then flirt with her.
I'm sure. There's a
So
way.
I don't know.
I mean, I mean, that
there's
sounds.
not many holes in this plan.
I mean, there are holes in the plan, but like that sounds. We should try it.
it sounds. There's definitely holes. You could get caught, but I think
now
it's
that
more likely to succeed than fail.
Now that we're putting this out in the public, though, like, okay, I'm sure someone's tried this before. First of all, I'm sure people have done this.
I'm sure it worked. Like I'm sure people successfully do it because there's like all the. I know people. I don't want to say them by name, but I know people that will get an order, totally normal order, and they'll just report on the app that they got their order wrong, and they'll give them a full refund, even if it was fine.
Smart.
And because like a lot of times they don't want to, like Uber doesn't want to go through all the hassle of trying to like all the logistics. They're like, all right, you can have your $7 cheeseburgers for free, whatever.
You just got to be the person that complains about things.
Yeah.
Just be like Karen who asked for the manager. Be that person. I have a transition. It's not a very smooth transition, but it's something we were talking about the other day. Why do old people never notice when they sit on things?
Yeah.
Like I sat down in John's car and he goes, wait, no, don't sit down. Cause like there's headphones there. Like I clearly saw there were headphones there. And I was like, I'm not going to just sit on your headphones, or like I would have noticed that I sat on your headphones. And he's like, oh yeah, my dad just like sits on them and doesn't notice. It's like old people just don't notice that they sit on things.
They could sit on a fucking
like
a rock, like
Yeah.
a boulder, and they're like, oh, must be part of my belt.
sit on a needle and they're like, oh, what was that?
Yeah. No, see, I think there's a couple things that goes into it.
Do they know it's not a feeling anymore?
I
Do
think
old people
they
not
lose
feel
their
things?
sense of touch a little bit.
In their ass?
Because like their sight gets worse. Their smell sometimes gets worse.
Like if I poked like an old person's ass, would they feel it?
Maybe not. Maybe it's like the
touch your
part in your
dad's ass.
elbow where like it's there, but you don't necessarily feel pain as much.
Yeah. That's how their ass is. It's kind of calloused and like.
Yeah, it's just been through a lot. Like, do you think someone who's into like aggressive sex?
Like anal.
Well,
A
no,
lot
just
of
like
anal.
slaps or like the paddles, like the cricket rackets on the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think like you can get like a calloused ass?
Oh, probably.
Where,
But that
like-
wouldn't feel good. Like
Like
why would anyone want that?
like you know how baseball players can get like calluses?
Yeah.
You can just get that on the parts that like,
On your ass.
so then you're invincible.
I mean, I guess.
Do your parents sit on things?
I don't know if they've reached that age yet. They're
Yeah, my parents are a little older.
yeah, your parents are older. Yeah, no, I don't think my parents really sit on things. My mom just like loses things all the time.
Yeah,
like my mom's the
dude.
person that wears her glasses on her head, and she's like, "Where are my glasses?"
Yeah, dude. My dad, it happens every day. There's one part throughout the day, all the time, where he comes in the door and he's like, I can clearly tell by the way he's walking that he's like flustered. He's like, I'm like, what's wrong, Dad? He's like, I just can't find my phone. I just had it. I set it here and I go back and it's gone. I'm like, all
Yeah,
right,
my mom does
let's
that too.
retrace your steps,
Yeah, my mom like leaves her phone at home all the time, and then she'll email me and my sister at work and saying, "Forgot my phone again." So every time I get an email from my mom, I know she
Yeah.
left her phone at home, and she like leaves her phone at work. I'm like, how do you leave work without your phone? It's just like an old person thing.
My phone, I mean, it's probably partly my addiction to it.
Yeah.
But
It's got to be on me.
I'm more likely to forget my wallet than my phone somewhere.
My phone and my chapstick. Always on me.
Your chapstick, yeah.
It's like my phone and my chapstick are like my addictions, my life.
Yeah. I also think that as old people, what am I saying? I also think that old people just don't care as much.
Like how could you not care about sitting on something that's like clearly uncomfortable?
I think they don't have like the energy. It's like he's like, I'm sitting down, I'm relatively comfortable. There's definitely a lump here, but do I want to spend the effort to lift my old body up?
But that's also like old people can fall asleep anywhere like so quick. Like any dad that gets in a recliner is just out. Like my dad will be sitting straight up and then we'll look over and he always like leans his head back.
That's such a
just like breathing out of his mouth.
That's how they sleep too. They sound like Darth Vader. It's like, dude, that's the exact sound of every dad. Every dad between the age of 35 and like 65.
Instantly asleep.
Instantly asleep.
And breathing out of their mouth.
Also, I know like people of our generation snore.
Mm-hmm.
But why does it seem like
old people?
It's way more prevalent in like people that are 50 and older?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
Do you think it's like
fatter necks?
Maybe it's like environmental things.
I don't.
But like,
I don't
but
know.
if it was genetic, like if it was like a genetic thing, then equally as many old people that snored, like there would be equally as many young people that snore.
I think like the reason you snore is like you're on your back or some shit. Maybe like old people can't breathe through their nose very well. I feel like old people breathe out of their mouth a lot. You know?
Yeah.
Like they always.
Once again, I think things just start shutting down. Like
it's like your nose doesn't work anymore. You got to breathe out of your mouth. Like I'm a nose breather.
This is gonna sound really dumb.
Okay.
But like it also sounds smart.
Okay.
It's like, how come? Would you say the main way to breathe, if you had to pick a main form of breathing, is it through the nose or through the mouth?
What do you mean? Like if I'm just
like,
resting,
just
or like if I could
the
breathe
more
one
common way?
nose.
Yeah, that's what
like,
I would say
but
too.
But if you're exercising, you can't breathe through your nose.
Yeah, but that's so weird. Like the nose represents smelling and breathing.
Yeah.
But how come the nose is so inefficient at breathing? It's like it sucks.
Yeah, no, it does. Because like also if you get a stuffy nose, like you have to breathe out of your mouth.
Yeah, if you play sports, you have to breathe out of your mouth. A stuffy nose, you have to breathe out.
You know what I hate when I'm sick or like I can't breathe. I just experienced this last week. I'm breathing out of my mouth, like I can't breathe out of my nose, and I'm eating like crackers or something, and I have to breathe while I'm eating, and then I inhale like cracker dust into my throat. Yeah, you start choking. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. I hate it so much.
Or like if you're really, really hungry and you just want to devour your food, do you ever get like lightheaded because you don't stop to breathe and you're sick?
So you get like out of breath.
Yeah. You're like eating really fast and you're like, God, I need to like.
Yeah. I get that when I eat McDonald's too, but it's like if I eat McDonald's, like I feel like a pain in my chest. Like it's like it goes down and I'm like,
yeah,
ow,
dude. I have the perfect segue. Wow, the weird transitions are on point today.
Okay,
This wasn't even intentional.
I mean, not that our first transition was good.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty bad. But how come I wrote this down last night because I was talking to my sister's boyfriend about it? How come when you're sick, the worst foods sound amazing
and
like,
hungover too?
Yeah, well, I mean, hungover, I feel like kind of makes sense.
Why?
I mean, I don't know like the biological reason, but I don't know. I just always grew up like, oh, when you're hungover, you want like greasy food. I don't know why that is, but like
greasy breakfast.
But when I'm like sick, I just crave Wendy's, McDonald's,
I don't know,
In-N-Out, Fat Burger. Like I just want the most unhealthy shit, which is so weird because like on a normal day,
sounds like you just crave burgers. You just well,
yeah, but that's when I'm sick. But on a normal day, like there will be some days when I crave it, but usually if I eat healthy, it's kind of like a momentum thing. Mm-hmm. Like if I start eating healthy, I usually want to eat healthy the rest of the day. But I've noticed if I eat McDonald's for breakfast, last week I had McDonald's twice in a day, breakfast and dinner and dessert, all kind of 3.
Wow.
Yeah. But do you have that too?
Yeah, I mean, if I wake up and I eat like the other day I had those like chocolate pomegranate things. Those are so good.
Chocolate?
It's like the acai berries, you know, like the chocolate ones. They have pomegranate ones that we get.
Are they like tiny little ones?
Yeah, the little chocolate ones.
Yeah, but like those pomegranate seeds are like tiny. So it's like the little balls must be like that big.
No, it's not the seed. Have you ever eaten a pomegranate before?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they're like this big. I don't know if it's actually pomegranate, but it tastes like pomegranate. Whatever. They're
I guess
good.
my point is it must be more chocolate than fruit because those things are
First of all,
super
pomegranates
small.
are really good.
Yeah.
But they're just really annoying to like open.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
You-
I had those like immediately when I woke up, and then the rest of the day I ate like shit.
Yeah.
But like if I wake up and I
almost feel better though. Like if I'm sick and I go to McDonald's, I am part of it. That my sister's boyfriend was saying, he's like, for some reason when he's sick, if he goes to McDonald's, gets a double cheeseburger, a large fries, and a Sprite,
nice.
he like temporarily feels better.
I
and
think it's
agree
because like
with that.
you're like you're knocking yourself down even further, and it's like you feel bad in a different way that you don't even feel sick. You just feel like unhealthy, you know.
So you're saying you kind of suppress
It's like if your
with
leg
it.
hurts, you slap yourself in the face, your leg doesn't hurt anymore. It's like that kind of thing.
Okay.
It's like you're suppressing your sickness, or you're just sick and you like feel like shit. So it's
So
like
you can't feel much worse.
yeah, it's like you're not gonna get much worse. It's like if anything, McDonald's might help. So that's probably what it is.
Okay. I think that scientifically that does make sense.
I think it adds up.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Oh. Again, dude.
Right?
Yeah, I got a jaw cramp.
Okay, one more thing that I wanted to bring up about being sick. And then I promise, I feel like we've talked a lot about being sick the last like 2 episodes. But so apparently I might be having seasonal allergies, which kind of sucks because I was never allergic.
Welcome to the club.
But I've been like sneezing a lot. It just like happened like 2 days ago. I just started sneezing a
Yeah,
lot.
I started too.
What is your protocol when you're like in a sneezy mood and you like you're probably going to be sneezing and you don't have like tissues with you? What's your sneeze form? Cuz yeah, but like you ever know you're going to sneeze and you know that snot's going to come out, like it's going to be one of those where like snot goes flying.
You try to do the mouth sneeze. Just
Mouth
like
sneeze.
all out of your mouth.
Whoa, I never tried
Yeah,
that.
but we talked about it in the last one.
A mouth sneeze?
Yeah, it's like you,
What?
it's like you kind of open your mouth and just go like, it's like you turn it into a.
Wait, we didn't talk about that.
I mentioned it and you said yeah, like when we were talking about different sneezes. Like if I'm sick, sometimes I'll try to do that.
I don't think that would
Also,
work
this
for
is
me,
random. I woke up. I just squinted so much. Also, also this is random, but last night I woke up like 3 different times sneezing. Like I sneezed myself awake.
though. Whoa.
Like I woke
Sleep
up and I
sneeze?
yeah, but I like held it in. I was like, and I woke up. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude.
Happened 3 different
A
times. this
sleep
morning.
sneezed. I never heard of that. No, but like if you have to sneeze and you're like some gunk is gonna come out,
Mouth sneeze.
but can you always do that, or are there times where like I can't control this, it's gonna come out right?
I mean, yeah.
That's the worst.
You just
when
put
you,
it, yeah.
You go to sneeze and then you look and there's snot on the side here.
Yeah, especially if if you have a
side.
short sleeve shirt on.
What about it?
Like if you have a sweatshirt, you can at least like do that. But like if you have
No, that's even worse.
what are you gonna do?
I'd rather have snot on my skin than on my sweatshirt.
I'd rather have it on my sweatshirt.
What do you mean? You can just go wash your arm.
What are you just gonna go to the bathroom with like this?
Yeah.
You gotta wipe it off somehow.
Bro, it's so visible on his hoodie. Are you kidding me? You see like the lines of snot? There's
Rub it in
no
a lot.
hiding. There's no hiding
there's
that.
hiding it.
You've done that?
Of course. Who hasn't?
I've sneezed on my sweatshirt, but I've gone to the bathroom right after. Like just got up, didn't even ask. I would just like walk out.
Yeah, that's the worst when you sneeze and you just have to keep your arm there. You're like,
I'm going to walk to the bathroom like this.
all right.
Also, the fact that you are at some schools or some classes are expected to ask to go to the bathroom is such bullshit.
That's what
Like
our school was.
you're never, and the thing is like at our school, you were supposed to ask to go to the bathroom. But if some kid got up and stormed out to the bathroom, nobody's going to stop you.
Yeah.
The teacher's never going to be like, Jimmy, actually, come back here, sign out.
Yeah, shit your pants in here, please.
Yeah. If I get up and I have to go to the bathroom, just fucking go. No one's going to tell you no.
Well, I think it's because like kids would just walk out anyways.
I know. But like if you actually have to go to the bathroom, I think teachers can kind of tell the difference. Like if
It also depends on the
you can
student.
just see in the kid's eyes, like if he's going because he just shit his pants, you can see it in his eyes.
Yeah.
Versus if he's going just to fuck around.
Dude, one time this doesn't have to do with the bathroom, but one time I just got a random bloody nose in class. We were taking it was so stressful. It was in my first week of high school in my honors class. It was like honors English, because I was really smart.
Oh, damn.
And we're taking a spelling test or whatever, and I'm just taking my test. All of a sudden, I drip all over my test, and I didn't know what to do. So I had to take this test.
You kept going? You just kept taking the test?
I remember, from what I remember, I got up and got a tissue and just plugged my nose with it. But I fought through and finished the test. But I had to take out a new piece of paper and number it and stuff. But I was behind, so I had to copy my own piece of paper. Yeah, I remember my teacher walked over and she's like, "What are you you copying?" I'm like, "I got a bloody nose." It was so embarrassing.
But she was cool about it.
I mean, yeah, but it's also it was a 60-person class. It wasn't no. It was the other teacher that, because it's block.
Yes, yeah.
Our
for
classes
people
were
who
confusing.
Didn't have it. We basically had our English and our history classes were combined.
You have 60 people in them
versus
and you have 2 teachers.
At least at our school, the average class size was 30.
Mm-hmm.
Those were fun. It was fun having a block class.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like having the 60-person class?
No.
Kind of liked it because I felt like you could just kind of coast through. It's easier to hide and not have to interact in a group of 60.
I did that for sure, but I also was bad at presentations and those seminar things, and we do the whole class.
Was it bad meaning was it kind of stage fright, or
yeah,
more?
You're talking in front of more people, which I mean is probably a good thing, but I don't know.
You didn't like it?
I didn't know. I was also just antisocial and afraid, so and bleeding on myself in the first week of school, so I didn't make a great impression. Anyways, back to sneezing.
I mean, that's kind of all I had was sneezing.
Okay.
But I got another one.
Okay.
So when I was doing DoorDash yesterday, there's a lot of time just driving in the car, just thinking to yourself. And my aux is broken, so it's just silent. So I'm just pondering my own thoughts.
Okay.
What is the least amount of money that you would have to be offered to drop whatever you're doing to go work for 1 hour? So it's you're doing something. You get offered a blank amount of money. You got to go do some sort of physical labor. I don't know what it is. Let's say it's a mystery.
This is a very weird question.
No, just hear me out. You don't know what it is. Maybe you got to go rake leaves for an hour. Maybe you got to go chop some lumber. Maybe you got to go whatever. Maybe you got to go scan some papers for 1 hour, and then you can go back to what you're doing. And you can just teleport. So it's 60 minutes on the dot. But
20.
You could be at the Mariners World Series game. So this is in.
Oh, so okay.
You don't have so let's say you had to sign a contract right now saying at any moment in my life you can take me away for an hour and then bring me back. But I don't get to know when it is. What's the least amount of money?
It's my wedding.
Dude, wedding
I don't
ceremony?
know. It's got to be a lot of money because
right?
Because there's going to be some great moments in my life that I'm gonna be taken away from.
But they're not necessarily going to they're not trying to
sabotage
your best
I got to hedge
moment.
that a little bit though.
Let's say it was just a random day. It's just luck of the draw. So it might be just a normal day. But it might be your wedding day or the day your kid is born. Or the day the Mariners win the World Series.
Oh, that's not going to happen.
Hey, don't you say that.
I guess if I'm thinking I'm a realist. I guess if I'm thinking worst case scenario, so it's the best day of my life and I'm taken away from it, $1 million probably.
Wait, the best day of your life?
Yeah. I would forego 1 hour of my wedding for $1 million.
Yeah, because I mean,
my wife would get it.
I mean, if you told your wife listen, honey, I signed this contract when I was younger.
Babe, we'll get $1 million. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be. I think anybody, at least the spouse I'm gonna marry, has to be understanding of that scenario.
Yeah.
If I have that, and she's like, I expect you to be there at my wedding no matter what.
Yeah, we could just delay it an hour.
Yeah, come on, it's $1 million bucks.
Yeah. I could use some of that money to pay the venue a little bit more to keep,
just let everybody get a little more drunk for an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be fun.
So,
but really,
but realistically, if it was a random time, random day,
it could just be today, and they just say,
do I have a time frame? It's any time in my life.
What do
at any time in my life is going to be that hour.
Yeah.
Or it's like this year?
No, like anytime in your whole life.
Okay, then it would be more money because I would hope that I would be making more money. Because if I like said $500 and then it's like,
Oh, then you get rich one day. Then
yeah,
it's like $500 doesn't
this
mean
is
anything.
stupid. Yeah, probably like 10,000 maybe, 5,000.
5,000 is the least amount of money you would take.
I mean,
So tomorrow they say, hey, want to go rake leaves for an hour for 4,000? No.
I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like if it's a random time and random day in my whole life, look, I'm expecting to be. Whoa! You need to stop talking for a second. I have something important to say. If I'm life expectancy, I'd like to be like 83.
Okay.
So if it's a random day between when I am 21 years old and 83, it's gonna be probably not 21. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's going to be when I have hopefully more money.
But it's random, so it could be when you're 21, 22, 23.
I mean, like,
24.
I would accept. I mean, but what is it, though?
Listen,
Because, like,
listen,
I would accept more money.
Okay.
Or less.
Listen.
I don't know. Because, like, either way, am I still going to get this opportunity?
Yes, you're going to get it regardless.
Then I would say $1 billion.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Did I win?
I don't understand what you're saying. What I'm saying, listen.
Okay.
But let's say you said 5,000.
Yeah.
At what point in your life do you expect 1 hour of time to not be worth $4,900?
When I'm the CEO of Microsoft.
But when is that going to happen?
When I'm 75.
You expect that? You expect
No.
a day when
No.
you make more than $5,000 in 1 hour?
We also got to think about inflation. Gas prices right now are soaring.
Damn.
I don't know.
I was gonna say like $1,000.
I probably would say 1,000 too. I would probably do 1,000.
Yeah.
I just like.
Except realistically, at this point in my life, like if it was this year, there's not much happening this year.
Do it like $20, 30
for 1 hour.
40, 50.
Yeah, because there could be a really cool moment this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you were at like 4th of July party and they offered you $20 or they made you go for an hour for $20, you probably wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah,
you're like, I'm hanging out with the bros.
200.
Yeah,
Yeah. How much money would you have accepted to not be with our friends on the 4th of July?
for an hour,
Mm-hmm.
$50.
Really?
It's a good amount of money.
But you can't buy.
Actually, no, because that's like
Experiences
$25 an hour.
Experiences
All right,
are greater than-
$75. I would have gone an hour
Alright.
for $75.
An hour's not that long either.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They wouldn't even know I'm gone. No
I mean-
one notices when I'm gone. All right. I got another one.
All right.
I'm on fire today.
Okay.
I got good questions.
Okay.
You're offered $50,000,
Okay.
but if you accept it, the person you hate most in the entire world gets $100,000. Are you taking it? So you get 50 grand, but your worst enemy gets 100 grand.
Probably. Sure. I don't really have an enemy.
Who's your worst enemy?
Donald Trump? I don't know.
And I mean, 100 grand to him doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah. So.
No, but you can't say Donald Trump. Come on, like
I don't know who my worst enemy is.
like there's got to be someone in sports you don't like, or
Russell Westbrook.
like
He's
you know,
got $1
like
million.
who's the pedophile football coach?
Sandusky.
Yeah, or like some weirdo, bro, some super weirdo,
Yeah.
some mass murderer.
But what like?
Yeah,
Are they already in jail though?
I don't know.
I would say
hypothetically-
creator of ISIS. That's gonna buy
Oh.
them more bombs.
Oh,
So,
and 50 grand, like that's a lot of money, but it's not life-changing money.
but also like, is it gonna affect me if they have more money?
I mean, that's the thing. They'll probably get 100 grand some other way at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd take it. I'd probably take it. I don't know who my worst enemy is though. I don't really. There's not a lot of people that I just hate.
Here's one though.
Okay.
But your worst enemy is probably someone you haven't necessarily met yet. Does that count as a worst enemy? Like you
future
could
worst
despise like a hypothetical person that's out there that you don't necessarily know in person.
just like some really douchey guy, douchey frat boy.
Some guy that like if you knew him, you'd hate him with all your guts.
All right.
Or let's say some like psycho future killer that's gonna murder people, innocent people.
But money's not gonna change that, is it?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? So
It
it's like,
might.
why not
Who
give
knows?
that guy some money?
But what I'm saying is, what if that person ends up coming and killing you? because he got money and he just happened to kill you. Like, it was just a coincidence.
Well, if that's what happens, then that's fine. I would still take the money.
All right.
Like, if whatever. Like, if that's how I die, that's how I die.
I agree.
I've said it before.
Yeah.
I've accepted it. Okay. Well, let's get into our segments.
Yep.
Well, John, who's going to the principal's office for you today?
So the man going to the principal's office today is, what's his name? Stephen Jennings. Or
Ugh.
Stephen. It's PH, but sometimes people are Stephen.
Steph Curry.
Stephen Jennings. So the title is Accused Car Thief was also carrying rattlesnake and uranium.
Oh my! How did he get what?
Authorities said Stephen Jennings also had a gun in the console and an open bottle of Kentucky Deluxe whiskey.
All right.
So he's got a open bottle of whiskey and a gun.
Sounds like a Southern guy.
So police in Oklahoma say they found a rattlesnake, a canister of radioactive powdered uranium, and an open bottle of Kentucky Deluxe whiskey during a traffic stop of a vehicle that had been reported stolen.
How did a redneck get uranium?
Police Sergeant Anthony Gibbs told Oklahoma City TV station that police don't know why the uranium was in the vehicle or how it was obtained, though uranium ore can be bought on Amazon. How come radioactive uranium can be bought on Amazon? Doesn't radioactive
maybe
imply
it's not
like,
radioactive? Or did it say it's radioactive?
well, his was radioactive. I don't know.
Black market uranium.
Maybe he made it radioactive.
I don't know. I don't know how chemistry works.
Gibbs says police also found a gun in the console and a terrarium in the back seat containing a pet timber rattlesnake.
I hate. Why do people have pet snakes? Like, what are you gonna do with that?
Can't play with it.
It's also
actually
so scary.
You kind of
no, you cannot.
kind of can. Like,
you can
people
wear it.
Yeah, that's kind of playing with it. Like, I think when it's wrapping around your neck and arms, that's equivalent to like petting a dog.
That sucks. I can't trust. I don't trust people that have.
I don't trust snakes.
Reptiles.
The thing, there's certain animals that no matter how reliable
Spiders.
they are, I'm
tarantulas.
going to kill a spider any chance I get. It doesn't matter.
Fly.
If I see a snake in the wilderness,
I'm not gonna kill it, but I'm gonna avoid it.
But I'm never gonna like try and pet it.
Yep. Hey, little buddy.
Gibbs says the driver, Stephen Jennings, was charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, transporting an open container of liquor, and driving with a suspended license. So technically,
this might not have been his stuff. Could have just already been in there.
Oh, because he stole the car.
It could have just been like happened to be uranium, a gun, and a snake.
I also just find it hilarious that like
alcohol.
The radioactive uranium isn't even what he got in trouble for. That's fine. The snake, whatever, but got charged for the open container of liquor, which rightfully so, in the stolen vehicle. So
if he crashed with he set off a bomb.
I don't know. I don't know what radioactive uranium means.
Me neither.
I feel like, but like that has to
in a
kind of give you
jar?
cancer, right? Because I watched Chernobyl, and that stuff is all.
Is that uranium though?
Yeah, uranium-235. They talk about it in the show.
Maybe his was 234. I know there's like a stable uranium, probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I
took chemistry in high school.
But needless to say, what state was this guy? Oklahoma. I'm surprised it wasn't Florida.
Down south though.
Yeah.
He's getting there.
So yeah, nothing too crazy this week, but definitely sent to the principal.
Okay.
What do you got, Kyle?
Okay, so mine's not as dangerous as yours.
Okay.
Mine's just kind of like, come on.
Like he's gonna get like a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Like don't do that.
It's a woman.
Time. Oh. Okay.
It's in British Columbia. This woman owned a llama, and
okay, that's not bad yet.
somehow she lost her llama. Like it wandered off.
Okay.
And eventually the llama returned. So it says she wandered back up our drive. Okay, this lady's name is Jessica Udschitz.
Okay.
Udschitz. Jessica Udschitz told said Coco the llama.
So is she in trouble for anything you've said yet? She didn't get in trouble.
Well,
for
she
losing
lost
her
the llama. Like my thing. Okay, let me just read this article. So apparently, this llama's gone. They bought this llama to watch over their goat herd. You know, just farm things.
Yeah.
Anyways, she lost the llama wanders off. Llama wanders off.
All right.
She wandered back up our driveway. We corralled her with lots of people and sticks, and I was able to place the rope around her neck. Sticks?
Whoa.
The sticks is what's
Sticks.
weird. It's like, what are you going to...
What are they? Maybe to extend their arms? Like, they only have, like, 4 people in the family, so they got to, like, make, like, a circle?
Could be.
A rope around the neck?
Yeah.
To kind of yank her back into the...
But then she hits it with this quote and says, I think Coco was a hockey player in a past life. She just turns on a dime and goes the other way. They're very fast animals. It said they can run up to 35 miles an hour.
Oh, my God.
I don't know about
Is that faster than hippos?
Yeah. Dude, llamas are quick, apparently. It's like a hockey player.
Llamas are cute.
And she's Canadian, so of course she said hockey player.
Yeah.
But she should be in the principal's office because, like, how do you lose a llama?
Yeah.
How do you not have a fence around your goats and your llama herd? It's supposed to be herding the goats. The goats need to be herding the llama.
But if the llama can run 35 miles an hour and she thinks it was a hockey player in the past life, it's probably pretty athletic. Maybe it hopped the fence.
It didn't say anything about a fence. They just said wanders off. So it must have just, like, been like,
I'm just going to go there.
Walked that way. Or ran.
Yeah.
It also says that, like, the llama, like, came back a couple times and, like, visited the property and then, like, they couldn't get her and they left.
Damn.
So that means that this...
Maybe they're not treating her right.
It was in Canada. So that means that they just had a city that had a llama just wandering for, like, months.
I feel like llamas are like camels. Like the long-lost cousin of camels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Llamas are really cute. I don't know if it's the name or the fuzz, but it's like a bunny. It's like a big bunny.
I don't know. There's pretty ugly
llamas. Have you seen
llamas.
llamas with hats? Remember those videos?
Yes, I have.
Carl, that kills people. So.
Yeah, I mean, they also spit, right?
Oh, they do spit.
And so do camels, I think. There's also alpacas. Alpacas have the nice fur.
Are alpacas different than llamas?
Mm-hmm.
Like totally different breed.
I mean, they look the same, but they're like different, but they're the same.
So it's like a...
I don't know. My sister went to Peru and she said that
it's like a cat to a bobcat. Or
maybe.
Or like a dog. Or like
it's like a golden retriever to like
a German shepherd. Like they're like...
Sure,
like
maybe.
You can see the resemblance,
maybe, yeah.
but like...
Yeah,
okay.
Or maybe it's like a hypoallergenic dog, you know, like a golden doodle to like a German Shepherd.
All right, that's cool. Okay.
Because I know alpacas are they like the people take their fur or whatever.
Take their fur.
Well, like
they
it's
shear
like
them?
a sheep, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. So that's it for the principal's office. We've got a llama herder and a man
with uranium. Well, next up's the new kid.
Yeah, who's your new kid?
So. The new kid in class this week is happening in Poland. Is it in Poland?
I kind of feel like it's
Finland.
all ice.
Sorry, Finland. It's the Lind.
One of the lands.
Yeah. Title is Finland's Heavy Metal Knitting Championship is the real Pearl Jam.
What?
So this is the coolest thing ever. And like I actually genuinely like want to watch videos or maybe even go to this one day. So one contestant noted it's ridiculous, but it's so much fun. So basically, this is the first ever, it's going to be an annual thing, the first ever heavy metal knitting championship. So there was 200 people that showed up, and it's in Finland, and they basically play heavy metal, like there's bands there to perform,
and they knit.
And you have to, but the goal is you have to dance ferociously in the most crazy way possible while knitting, and whoever can knit the best thing while dancing super intense to the heavy metal music wins. And so it says armed with needles and a yarn of wool, teams of avid knitters danced Thursday.
Oh, it's teams?
Yeah, I guess there's teams. To the deafening sounds of drums beating and guitars slashing at the first ever heavy metal knitting world championship in Eastern Finland.
Idea.
With stage names such as Wool Fumes, Bunny Bandit, and 9-inch Needles, the participants shared a simple goal to showcase their knitting skills while dancing to heavy metal music in the most outlandish way possible.
It's pretty awesome.
It is. Here's a quote. It's ridiculous, but it's so much fun, said Heather McLaren, an engineering PhD student who traveled from Scotland for a shot at the world title. When I saw there was a combination of heavy metal and knitting, I thought, that's my niche.
And then
they go on to explain that, like, apparently so like heavy metal's popular in like niche areas around the world, like it's a niche musical genre.
All right.
But they said that in Finland, several of the most popular heavy metal bands are from Finland for whatever reason, and it says that its popularity grew in 2006 when the Finnish band Lordi won some big contest. Let's see. Oh, okay. This was crazy to me. Today, Finland has the highest number of heavy metal bands per capita in the world, with over 50 heavy metal bands per 100,000 people.
Damn.
That's a lot of bands.
It's like everyone here is like trying to rap. They're like, yo, check out my SoundCloud. Everyone there is just like, check out my heavy metal band.
Yeah. They're just screaming.
Damn. I feel like Europeans come up with like the weirdest sports.
Yeah.
Like the people that like chase that wheel of cheese down the hill.
Yeah, dude. But like, it's so cool. Like,
Yeah,
it's way cooler than like
Spanish people just getting destroyed by like bulls.
Yeah, like what do we have here?
I mean, bull riding.
But like we don't have any like cool like events.
There's lumberjack competitions, cornhole, spike balls on TV.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But listen, wait, one last thing. Let's get to this guy, Finnish guy, Mark Paikakanen, says in Finland it's very dark in the wintertime, so maybe it's in our roots. We're a bit melancholic, like the rhythm. So maybe Seattle's pretty dark too.
I mean, there's a lot of like there's some rock and roll history here.
Yeah. So
I don't know about heavy metal, but
maybe it's in our blood.
Could be. Maybe we should start knitting and start playing the guitar and drums.
Yeah. So anyways, who's your new kid in class this week?
I have a couple. I have three. Well, two. One of them is just tennis. You know, like tennis was on the big stage yesterday.
Yeah.
Roger Federer and
not that tennis is new. Tennis has been around for a while.
But like I think to the mainstream tennis, okay, maybe someone's a tennis fan out there, but there's not a lot of them. I kind of became a tennis fan yesterday. I was so bored, and I just turned on the TV, and all I could find was Wimbledon. And I started watching Roger Federer play, and it was a great matchup.
Yeah.
Him and Djokovic. I've heard that they're being compared to like Michael Jordan and LeBron.
Yeah.
And it's like those are like the two GOATs in the GOAT conversation.
So has Rafael Nadal, is he kind of like the third guy?
He's like maybe like the Kobe kind of.
Okay. So he's like still insane.
Like I think on clay I've heard he's like that's his thing on the clay surface.
Oh yeah. That's
like,
what my dad was saying. He's
Nadal's
like, yeah,
great on
apparently
clay.
Federer's way better on the grass.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, but there was a lot of famous people there, like the Prince and whatever, like Prince Harry and Kate Middleton were there. Woody Harrelson was there.
Dude, he was super drunk.
Yeah. I saw this weird dude that like had like a headband on and he had like really long hair, but everyone's dressed really nice.
Yeah.
There's like this old hippie dude in a suit with a headband on in the crowd, and he was like, "Yeah, Roger."
I want to say though,
Okay.
I think if there was anything else interesting on TV that day, you probably wouldn't have tuned in.
Yeah. I mean,
And I think there's a lot, like,
it's a hard time for sports right now. There's not a lot going on.
it is. And I think that might be one of the only reasons why my family was watching it. You were watching it. Like, if there was other stuff going on, like, my point is, I think this newfound passion for tennis that you have is probably going to be short-lived.
Oh no, it is. I think I only watched it because of the matchup.
Yeah.
And because nothing was on TV. So it was like it had to have two things. Like if it was like just two randos, wouldn't have watched it.
Kind of like the World Cup. Like I'm probably not going to watch much soccer, but I'll watch the World Cup.
I'll probably only watch if like the US is playing or if like, I don't know, like Portugal or like Argentina is playing.
But I will say though, like even though I'm not necessarily a big fan of tennis, I have so much respect, and like it was very entertaining to
and just
watch.
Like as a sports fan, just like seeing two people that are just like at the peak in their sport going at it is like kind of cool.
Yeah, and they went back and forth.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I love seeing like the mutual respect they have for each other, even when Federer lost. Like they both like were super happy to be there, and like I don't know. It was really cool.
Okay, and my other one is the new Old Town Road remix. I mean, you could argue that the Old Town Road remix is kind of the old kid because it's been done, you know.
Oh,
like
but
he just keeps doing remixes. And like shout out to Lil Nas X for like just like continuing to like make new
Yeah,
songs of the same song.
Bro, I've never seen this done ever.
Like he's killing it.
He has like 7 versions of
Yeah.
one song.
I mean, I would do the same thing. Shout out to him.
Bro, I can't even imagine how much money he's made from that one
Oh,
song.
yeah.
It's insane. And apparently, he has a remix of his other song, Panini, coming out with Gordon Ramsay. Was it like, and they made Paninis together and then recorded a remix that hasn't been released yet.
Damn. Well, yeah, this one had Young Thug and Mason Ramsey and Billy Ray Cyrus. Not a fan. I didn't like it that much. I liked Mason Ramsey at first, but like I think he's really annoying, and some people are just like super obsessed with him.
Yeah,
I don't really get it.
But
Like I was a big fan of the Walmart commercial or Walmart like yodeling thing. I was
Yeah.
like I was big into Mason Ramsey,
yeah,
and then once he started like doing the spins with this, with little like
that was a turning point.
I was like I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, but like objectively, isn't he is he actually a talented singer?
Yeah, I think
as
he
a
is.
kid.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's not just that he's like a bit like an internet meme. Like he actually is good.
Yeah,
right.
I think he's actually good, but I also just don't want to listen. This might sound mean, but like I don't want to just like listen to a kid sing.
Like
you know?
yeah, even if he's good, it's just
Like I'd rather listen to an adult sing.
yeah.
And I don't like Young Thug that much.
I mean, I don't think there's anybody. This is gonna sound sad, but like I don't think there's anybody who genuinely actively listens to Mason Ramsey because they want to listen to his music.
I'm sure that people are.
There's people. I'm sure that I feel like 99% of the people that listen to him are doing it for the memes. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, this is the Walmart kid. Let's play him in the car with our friends. It's not like,
It's like William Hung,
yeah, you're not just gonna go like,
but talented.
I'm not just gonna be laying in my bed at night trying to go to sleep playing Mason Ramsey.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, now our last segment is the creative writing.
Yeah. Should I start?
Yeah, you go.
So
ahead.
Kyle is pretty convinced that his dream this week was a bit weirder than mine, and Kyle's known for having some crazy ass dreams. We'll see. Mine had a lot going on, so I had to like take some major note points.
Okay.
So I was dog sitting for Willig. Our buddy Willig is on the podcast. I was dog sitting, and he has a little dog named Charlie. It's a little Yorkie. Yeah. So I left in the morning to go film a wedding for whatever reason. I've never filmed a wedding before, but I'm a videographer, so it makes sense. And I pulled up to the location, and it was an old AAU basketball gym.
Which one was it?
Well, like it wasn't anyone in particular, but you know, like those
You just
gyms
recognized
that
it.
you would play AAU games at that are
yeah.
super moldy and sweaty, and like they
Got,
have like
locks all over the place.
they got like these rickety like bent metal chairs that parents
Yeah.
can sit on the side.
Uh-huh.
And the wedding was inside, but then in the there's
AAU gym?
Yeah. But there was like, you know, there's like sometimes 3 courts side by side.
Yeah.
So like the wedding was on one of the courts, and in the 2 courts behind there was games going on.
Oh,
So it was like super sweaty.
wow, that's stressful.
And these people had a wedding there. Maybe it was like the only thing they could afford. I don't know.
Maybe they just really like basketball.
Yeah.
They met in AAU,
Yeah.
like a co-ed AAU league.
But it was really, really hot that day, like 110 degrees in the summertime. And so it ends, and I go into my car, and Willig's dog was there in my car and was just started barking, like going insane.
You left him in the car.
So,
It was 110 out.
Exactly.
God.
So I accidentally, I think I never found this out in my dream, but if I had to guess, I think what happened was when I was loading up my car to go to the wedding with all my gear, I leave my doors open.
And he hopped in.
He must have hopped in. And so I left this little dog in a 110-degree car for like 5 hours.
I mean, no doubt he would have been dead in real life.
But so I get in, and he's pissed. He's going nuts. And he hops into the front seat. I'm like, whoa, Charlie, what's up? Like, I'm so sorry. And I'm trying to pet him. And he bites my wrist so hard.
Good.
And he's hanging on. So I'm like, lift up my wrist. And he's like hanging onto my wrist. And I'm trying to like punch him. I'm trying to like do anything to get this dog like off my fucking wrist. So I'm like trying to beat the shit out of this dog to get him off. And he just literally like is like, he's biting so hard that it's like piercing like
Does it hurt?
Bro, it hurts so bad. He's like piercing through like my bone, it feels like. And like it's a dream, so things get weird. And for some reason, like he got bigger He grew. Like he grew and was like eventually it became like a medium-sized dog biting through my arm, and so I had to do something.
Wow, it's kind of symbolic.
And so like
some of your small problems can get bigger.
Yeah. So like I eventually like put my hand down on the other seat and I just start bashing him, and eventually like I kill his dog. Like I kill him and I like pry the teeth out. This is super like fucked, but so I got him dead and I was like freaking out. I was all bloody, and I get an email on my phone and I open up the email and it's Joe Sonagato, who hosts like one of Kyle's and my favorite podcast. And like, I love this guy. He's been making videos for years, and he emails me. He's like, yo man, I saw your podcast and I want to hire you and Kyle to work for me. And and at that point I was hyped.
Had just killed a dog.
Yeah. Like I didn't even care anymore. I was like, oh my God, dude. Like I just got like a new job.
Wow.
And, okay. But then what's weird, then I woke up and my whole right arm was asleep. So I think the pain, like I think it was like related. I think the reason in my dream,
like tingling.
Yeah, like a dog was biting me because my hand was asleep and it was like hurting, or like I wanted it to not be asleep anymore. Because I woke up and my arm, like you know when the sensation comes back to your arm and it hurts really bad. Mm-hmm. That's So
wow. Well,
so what's your creative writing?
Mine I wouldn't say is as like detailed and random. Mine, it's kind of just like a one-trick pony. It's like a one thing happens that's like, it's like, whoa. It's like, why did that happen?
Okay.
So, me and my mom we're going to a concert.
Okay.
For this band called Smash.
Oh.
I don't know. I think it's not a real band.
Smash Mouth?
No, just called Smash. In my dream, they were the band that made Stacy's Mama's Got It Going On.
But that's not
true.
Okay.
So we're just at this but it was like a movie theater, but like they're playing on the stage.
And you just went to
and we're
a theater thing for Harry Potter.
It was before that.
Oh.
And so I'm sitting down, and my mom's like a section over in a row ahead of me for some reason.
Okay.
But we went together. And then this band, like the singer is like, all right, like thanks for coming out, everybody. Like, I want you guys to come on stage. So like, who thinks they can come on stage? And my mom raises her hand, and the guy goes, all right, you ma'am, like, why should you come on stage? And then she's like, yeah, I'm here with my son, and but you gotta know, like, every time someone meets my son, the first thing they think is he's probably lesbian. And I was like, and like even in my dream that didn't make sense, and I was like, what the fuck, mom? Like, why would you say that? And then like the whole crowd's laughing and everyone's pointing at me and like laughing at me, and I'm just like, mom, and she's like looking at me like, that was a good one, right? I was like, mom. And then eventually like we flash forward and we got on the stage, but the people, I guess it was like a second concert, so like it was new people in the crowd, so they hadn't heard the lesbian story.
Okay.
And so we're up on stage, like this guy loves us now. He loves me and my mom.
It's like the second show.
Yeah,
now.
and he's like, all right, man, this is Kyle. Like, he's on stage with us. Kyle, like, tell him the story that your mom told us. And I started telling the story. Like, there might have been more details before it of, like, my mom might have said more things about me before saying I was lesbian. But I'm telling the story, and everyone's, like, getting bored. They're like, this is a dumb story. And they all turn their backs, and they all start leaving. And then I go, wait. She said everyone thinks I'm a lesbian, and then they all turn around and they're like, oh, and then they all sat back down and then the show went on.
Oh my God.
And
you saved the show.
Yeah. My lesbian nature saved the show. And then I woke up and I was just like, what the fuck?
Dude, but that might have been foreshadowing
maybe I'm
the show that you went to.
Yeah. I don't know where the lesbian came from. I mean,
didn't you see a lesbian lady there?
Oh yeah.
So, you went to a show in a theater.
I saw a lady that looked like this dude that I knew.
So, I don't know. Maybe there's some form of correlation.
It could be. It's a little bit of foreshadowing. I mean, I do like girls, so I guess maybe in my dream I was a girl.
Yeah.
And maybe that means I was lesbian in my dream.
So you were her son, but you were a girl that liked girls.
I guess. I don't know. Even in my dream, it didn't make sense to me. So.
All right.
So yeah. That was my
So when
dream.
people, so it maybe what you're saying is like if you were a girl, which you're not, but if you were born a girl,
I would be lesbian.
well, people would think you're lesbian
Oh,
because.
but I'm actually not.
Yeah, you're actually not. I don't know.
All right.
Who knows? Well,
I don't know. So that was creative writing.
All right. Do you have anything else?
No, I don't really know. I don't know where to go from here.
I don't either. I'm kind of in shock still. I think we just might need to wrap it up.
I think so. It's best for everyone.
Well, thank you all for listening to Peak to Middle School. My name has been Narwhal.
My name has been Kyle.
That's
I
still our name.
I promise I'm not lesbian.
It's still our name. It's not that we're changing our name. But anyways, before we do the quick little outro, I just want to say two things. I filmed a music video with my buddy Matt, who I've done music videos with in the past, and I'm actually working on a big project with him that I'll explain more in depth later. But the music video that I did with him is going up on Thursday, the same day that this podcast is going live.
No way.
So it'll probably be up at like around nighttime. So, but if you guys want to check it out, he's super talented. If you've seen my other videos with him, or the interrogating video, he's a beast, and you guys really should check out the music video. Kyle's seen it. It's pretty damn cool.
It's great.
Also, there's a video going up on my personal channel on Wednesday, which has already happened when you're listening to this. So it's already up on my channel. But it's a video that I did with my buddy Shim, like this workout video. It's 1 minute long, so it'll only take a minute, but you guys should definitely check it out. It's really cool. I've never really tried a video like this before.
I don't know anything about it, so I'll find out.
Yeah, it's a surprise, but it's like it was kind of to practice my cinematography and like get back into videography and like actual filmmaking. So, I just spit on the mic.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah.
You spit.
If you guys are interested in kind of like short films and videography and stuff, and to see kind of the stuff I work on outside of the podcast, go check it out. It's pretty damn cool. But with all that being said, Kyle, where can they follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at KyleStafford36. You can follow the podcast at Pim's Podcast on Instagram and Twitter.
Yay!
You yeah. If you have an Apple podcast, what's up?
If you have an Apple podcast,
if you have an Apple iDevice,
leave a review, leave a rating
on that
give
podcast
us 5
app.
stars. And once we hit 50,
videos coming out. Fedora might be involved.
We've said this for months, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, where can they find you, John?
You can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Twitter and Instagram. You can also follow my personal YouTube channel, The Narwhal. Like I said, there's new videos over there every Wednesday. There's new podcasts every Monday and Thursday. I want to thank you guys so much for the insane support this month.
Yes, I also want to thank you for that.
For whatever reason, this month, by the 13th of July, we had already passed our entire listening number of all last month. Mm-hmm. So to anybody new, we really appreciate it. If you guys
welcome aboard.
Yeah. If you guys tell your friends, just like in passing, like if someone's bored or you're like they want to listen to something new, even just like throwing our name out there, like Peak to Middle School, it means a lot because I don't know, like we've heard a lot of stories in the past like month or so about like people we don't even know. Like my sister told me that her coworker came up to her.
Same with my sister.
Like a coworker she doesn't really even know, but somehow he found our podcast and knew that I was related to her and was like, yeah, like I've been listening to your brother's podcast and all this stuff. And I don't know. It's really cool. So if you guys, anytime you guys tell your friends or put it on your Instagram story when you're listening or whatever, it means a lot to us. So with all that being said,
we love you.
We love you. New episodes every Monday and Thursday. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Goodbye.